All right, man. I guess I'm back. I don't know what happened. I got kicked off. I don't know what happened. But whoever comes back, welcome back. What we'll do is we'll just chop this and make it a part two because I ain't gonna hold y'all too long. And we'll just do an open topic for this back half. Appreciate you, Jovan. What's up? Yeah, somehow I lost my connection, but we back. We back. And what we'll do on this half, because we got lost right around a 30-minute mark, so we'll do this last part as an open topic, so y'all can ask questions. We can ask a question about the album. Anytime I say the album, I'm gonna hold it up. Anytime I say the album, I'm gonna hold it up, and so y'all can really ask questions about the album or anything else that's going on, and I'll address it. And so we'll just do a double header tonight. We just do a double header tonight, double header live stream tonight, and get it going, man. Jovan started off strong. In my opinion, what is the most lyrical song I made? What's the most lyrical song I've made? It's hard to pick one. Can I do three? Or do I gotta do one? Do I have to do one? Or will you give me three? Jovan. Jimmy, what's up, Jimmy? Appreciate that, man. Okay, cool. You say I can do three. I'm gonna say duality. I'm gonna say mind marathon, and I'm gonna say, oh man, the third one. Duality, mind marathon. You say Father of Flame. Yeah, y'all give me some help. Duality, mind marathon. What's the name of that song? Multi reflex. Yeah, I was about to say that. But it'll change. It could change. Aaron Noah trying to be funny. It'll change though. It changes up. Like I'll say those three today, and then next week I'll include another one. Yeah, Journey Through the Metaphor Labyrinth, Perpetual Ascension. Yeah, it's just some tough ones, man. I'm just thankful that I was blessed to make them. Man, Alan Crooks. Yeah, we'll do this second half. We'll do this as open topic or Q&A, however y'all want to do it, man. However y'all want to do it. I know it's late. It's late for y'all. It ain't late for me. It's late for y'all. See? Chess pieces. See, you got to understand, I got two different categories of, like, I guess what you would call, maybe not lyrical song. I got what I like to call like the extreme lyrical stuff. Then I got the punchline stuff. I don't put those in the same category. They live in the same house, but in different rooms. They sleep in different rooms. So when you hear the lyrical stuff, it's totally different from the punchline stuff. The punchline is me having fun and just hitting you with some clever stuff. Johnny B. Chillin', Portland, Oregon. Say you coming out west again. Yeah, man, bring me back. Shout out to you, man, for bringing me to Portland. That was my first time coming to Portland, first time performing. Set it up, Johnny. Bring me back, man. Let's do it. And yeah, let's do it. Let's get it on. CC, you sent me an email? Okay, cool. Appreciate that. I'll check it out when I jump off. Those Instagram pages are not me controlling them, y'all. Because a lot of people ask me about my Instagram. I'm not, those Instagram pages are not me controlling them. Now, there's one I think that I'm good with because it was put together by somebody who rock with me. And I still want to know who put that page together, but they, you know, they handle it pretty good. I'm not even on Instagram, you know. I think I set up a page, but I'll never do nothing on it. I'm real Instagram negligent. Mm-hmm. All right. Yeah, so we'll do open topic and Q&A on this one. Y'all hit the like button again, man. I know some of y'all were just in here a minute ago and we lost the connection. I hate that because we was getting some good conversation in, some good momentum in. I was thanking y'all. The album is available on all the digital platforms now. The link will be, I'll put the link in the thing, I guess, once this is over with. I'll hover upside down, holding a topless chocolate shake and not a drop would waste. Who can do that? Yeah. DJ Crystal Clear, much love, man. Appreciate that. Extreme Malice. Yeah, Extreme Malice is one. Aesthetics. Man, that's what's up. All right. This is what I want us to do right now, since this is open topic. If y'all don't mind, if y'all don't mind, I want everybody to let me know y'all's ages. How old is everybody in the chat? If you don't mind. I don't see too many females in the chat. Females don't like to get their age, so I respect that. But I'll start it off by saying I'm 50. So let's give some ages. How old are y'all in the chat? 18, 27, 27, 34, 51, 47, 30. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, this is great. Joe Vaughn, you 18, man. That's what's up, man. All right, hold on. Let me find one. I got to find one real quick. All right. So I'm looking at all these grown people in the chat. All these grown folks in the chat. I'm seeing 43, 26, 34, 22, 26, 28, 25. Now, there's a guy in here that's trolling and playing and joking around. So that's why I wanted to know how old everybody is. And naturally, he put his age on there. And come to find out, this guy is 39 years old. This guy is almost 40 years old and is in a chat on a live stream. Every comment he's making, he's joking and playing and making childish, silly little comments. That's why I asked y'all how old he was, and he fell for it and put his age on there because that's what I was trying to accomplish. So this guy is 39 years old. He's in Massachusetts, and every comment he puts on this chat, he's playing and almost 40 years old. That is unbelievable. Now, flashback, I'm looking at Jovan, who was the first one in this chat when we restarted it back up. I had no idea how old this young man was, and his comments are mature and insightful, just regular grown folks comments and questions. Good, deep questions. He's the one asked me, what do I think my top lyrical song is? He's 18 years old. He's young enough to be the son of the 39-year-old childish dude. Now look how the world works. Now y'all know I don't have a tolerance for ridiculousness in these settings like this. So what would y'all have to say about a 39 dude? Is 39, bro. Now if he would have said he's 18, then I would have been like, okay, yeah, all right, that makes sense. That makes sense. But to be 40 years, to be 40 years old and playing like a silly little child, a grown man. This is the kind of world we live in, bro. Might have children of his own. Might have children of his own. And those children might be more mature than he is. Unbelievable. You could have told me this dude was going to say he was 39. I was guaranteed in I had already put in my mind, he's 20, he's 22, he's 19. All of the other people that are in their 20s that hit up on when they answered the question, just mature, respectful, unbelievable. Okay, let's carry on, y'all. I just wanted to put that out there like that to see how a grown man, like sometimes, you know, you might crack a joke. You might say, you know, I'm up for a joke just like everybody else. But when every single comment you make is just, you look at this, man, grow up, dude. Come on, man. Grow up, man. Get you some manhood, bro. I got time to be playing around and giggling and sniggling with you, man. All right, let's keep it going, man. This is since I got kicked off the last time, we're gonna do open topic. And if y'all got any questions y'all want to ask me about the album, about anything really, because we'll do open topic. Now today, I guess it's midnight now, but it was 713 day in Houston. I know in other cities and states that might not mean nothing to y'all. It might be like, what's 713 day? It's by being July the 7th month and the 13th, somebody put together something that said, okay, it's 713 every July the 13th. And they've had a lot of events and stuff. I've seen my partner, my brother, SPC Soldier. I saw Murder One. You know, Murder One like to stir the pot sometimes. And he put a comment on Facebook. He said, because I don't listen to the radio, so I don't know. But I think that they played a lot of H-Town songs on the radio on that station that I don't, you know, particularly mess with. I think they played a lot of Houston songs. And of course, you know, Southpaw Coalition never got radio plays. Very rare we got radio plays. So Murder was like, how many SPC songs did y'all hear on the radio today? He was stirring the pot. But that's a good thing to talk about, because at the end of the day, a lot of Southpaw Coalition artists, we came along at a time where it was hard for any, you know, it was hard for like Rap-A-Lot artists to get on the radio, you know, and Rap-A-Lot was making noise, they were doing their thing. It was hard for them to get on the ad times, man. That was crazy to me. So we had a lot of trouble getting radio play early on. Few people got in here and there, like Blank, they would play some of Blank stuff, but it was rare. You know, a lot of politics was involved and still involved, and a lot of payolas when the radio stations expect artists to pay, and that goes on every level. Payola goes on with the major labels. The major labels pay the radio ones and the clear channels. They pay, you know, to get that stuff on, and that's just the nature of the game. That's how the game is orchestrated. Now, as far as independent artists and things of that nature, it's a little different. You got some who may have a little budget that are willing to shell out some of that bread to these radio stations to get a single spinning. And sometimes I've seen that work for them. Not my thing, but I've seen that work for them. So it just depends on what you want to do. So I understood a long time ago, just based on my content alone, even if it had nothing to do with money, my content alone was gonna prevent me from getting radio play. Now the funny thing, the ironic thing about everything I'm saying, is that y'all out of town. So some of y'all out of town. Now some of y'all who live in Houston, y'all have probably heard a commercial that I've done for my friend, my brother, an attorney here in Houston, that's been playing on the radio for months. So the most radio play that I have ever gotten, the closest that I've ever come to being in rotation, is from a commercial that I did for one of my homies for his law firm. And I don't know if y'all have heard this commercial, but that's my brother. So we don't really get caught up in tripping on, Murder One was like just trolling them, basically to let them know, we understand that, see, Height said pioneers. Yeah, see, one thing about being the first or among the first to do something, a lot of times when you are among the people who are the first to do something, you usually, in a lot of cases, don't get the credit, or you don't get the full benefit that those who come after you get, because you were the ones who kind of chopped the trees down and cleared the land and kind of opened those doors up for other people to come through. And that's fine. That's fine, because it hasn't stopped my train at all. Because again, the last video before I got cut off, it was fan appreciation. It was showing love to y'all, because I'm free because of y'all. See, of course, the Most High, I'm free. Man, B Hayes, you should have gave me $39 for every year you've been on the planet. You should have gave me $39. Appreciate the 3. But it's just a situation where, man, we are honored to have this underground following, because simply for the fact that y'all make me able to be free with the blessing that comes from the Most High through y'all. I ain't got no record label telling me what I can and can't say. You don't understand. You don't understand. I'm able to do what I want to do. Nobody remote controlling me. I have no fear, no trepidation or hesitation about something that I'm gonna say in a song, and worried about what some label executive is gonna think when I turn my project in. I have no fear of that, none whatsoever. I write what I want to say, it pours out, and I put it out, because I'm in control of my creative process. I'm in control of my recording process. I'm in control of my manufacturing process, and I'm in control of my distribution. Now, there's a slight asterisk on the distribution part, because I'm speaking of physical distribution. That's me. Now, when you get to the digital stuff, it gets a little tricky, because you have the iTunes and the different places and spots like that they will not necessarily serve as a record label, but kind of in the same vein, that if you make a song that people might not they might complain about it. They might have something to say, or they may say that song doesn't adhere to their policies. Then they might take the song like they did Secret War off Spotify, and I think they took it off some others. They took it off YouTube and all that. So in that regard, yeah, but that doesn't stop me from making the songs I make that I want to make. It's just like, okay, well, if they don't want to put it on their platform, that's on them. But guess what? I know that y'all want to hear Secret War. Y'all want to hear Grand Deception. Y'all want to hear the other ones that I make like that. Lifting the Veil. See? Feels good music. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate that donation so much. Thank y'all, man, for every little piece of love y'all give to your big brother. I'm not an artist who raps strictly for money. See, if I just did what I did for the money, then I would be doing it totally different from the way I do it. That's why I thank God. If I was in this for the money, I'd be doing it totally different. I'd be making the kind of music that brings the big money. The way I rap, you know it can't be all about the money. The stuff I talk about. So I thank y'all. I appreciate that. DJ Rick's the reaction. Crockett, Texas in the building. What do you think about the current state of the rap game? I think rap itself. Hold on. Let me. I want you to be more specific. You mean industry, or you mean just rap in general? Because there is two different things. If you're talking about based on what we are seeing from the industry, then I would have to say that they're thriving. They're thriving in their way. They're thriving from an economic standpoint because they're putting out the type of music that is popular, that they made popular, and it's generating revenue, and they're creating artists, they're branding and things of that nature. So I would say it's in a good place financially, and it has a following in the fan base that supports it. But when you talk about just that raw essence of rap, I still say it's in a great place because there's so many dope artists that are underground, that are unknown, independent, doing their thing. Internet artists, it's cats on the internet, man, that are killing it. You know, they're doing it their way. So I lean more towards that raw essence of rap, more so than the industry part of it, because the industry is controlled by so many demons who want to basically corrupt the art form, the purest form of the art form. But that raw essence is still intact. They just do a real good job of covering those hidden gems so we can't hear all these dope artists that's out there. It's a lot of them that's dope. Appreciate the love, Trey Taylor. Yeah, Rick. Yeah, that's what it is. Rick's just rap in general, man. I mean, rap, that raw essence of rap is still in existence. It's still MCs meeting up on street corners, having ciphers. It's still little underground hood spots where boys is getting on the mic one by one, passing the mic, just spitting. It's still cats meeting up and battle rapping, having battle rap events and things of that nature. It's still boys that don't never put records out, but they making freestyle flows and putting them on the internet. So it's in a great place. It's in a great place in that regard, you know. It gets dirty when the industry sticks his head into the doors, like, what y'all doing it now? You know, and those who can be bought and persuaded to change the direction of their message, then those are the ones that we lose. We lose them. But those who can say, well, yeah, man, I want to make some money. I love to make some money. I love to get my name out there, but not at the cost of, cooning for y'all and giving up my soul for y'all, and making music that brings out the worst in people, as opposed to making music that brings out the best in people. CR Stocks, to your question, unfortunately, I'm an old school dude, man. I'm only familiar with Dead Prez. I'm not familiar with any of the artists on this list except for Dead Prez, who I got much respect for. I've heard of Tom McDonald, never heard of him, but the other ones I've never heard of them till just now. So that means I gotta check them out. Yeah. Anonymous said, would you ever put the unreleased song Deadly Intellect lyrics out? Somebody got a hold of those lyrics, man. It was, if I'm not mistaken, somebody got a hold of those lyrics, and people was putting them on different beats and stuff a while back. And some people, they didn't know how to sync the vocals in, whether it was rapping on time. And I don't know how those acapellas got out. That originally was a song that me and Cannabis was supposed to do together. And I sent him the vocals and the beat and all that. The vocals and the beat came from me. But I don't know what happened. I don't know how it got like all over the place like that. But I don't even have an acapella. So the only way I would be able to put that out would be to re-record those vocals and then just do it some, which I wouldn't do, because once I do a song, it's done. It's done, man. But so I think that's the only definition. That's the only explanation I can give to that. Dean Codeine, my brother, man. If you're reading this, you are blessed. I know, hey, that's right, man. We all need a blessing. Boy, do we all need a blessing. Yeah. CC, what do you think about community guidelines on these platforms like YouTube? They're shaky. They're kind of funny in certain ways, because there are things that are allowed to be shown on these platforms that are absolutely ridiculous and shouldn't be shown, in my opinion. And then we're just in an age where when you really start to speak truth, or even if you start to speak what you believe to be your truth, it's censored. It's wiped out. It's like, because everybody is so caught up in, a lot of these groups have gained so much power, whether it be LGBTQ, whether it be members of the Jewish community, whether it be any of these entities, they've gained so much power and control that even when you speak an honest critique, even if you speak factual words, even if you just speak in factual history, they on your head. And all that's being done in the land of the free. So it's an agenda just to keep certain truths from being revealed. That's all it is. Certain truths are not to be revealed because certain truths expose the real deceiver. So that's all that is. That's all it is. Lordy7 says, curious about your childhood before rap. That's what I was just about to say. You got to read my book. I read your first book, and the story about the guys fighting with a hammer got me. Yeah. You basically got it. You got pieces of it in my book. It's a lot of stuff, man, that I've seen, stuff I've done that I could not put in the book. Just couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. I'd sell 1,000,000 copies if I told everything. But yeah, I've seen some crazy stuff, man. I grew up in Houston and South Park, man. I have seen some very, very crazy stuff, man. I mean, you name it, pretty much. And I ain't talking about on the news. I'm talking about me looking dead at it with my own eyes. And you say, how do you process it? The processing part comes basically just from having no other choice but to live. That's where you live. So if you see somebody that got shot and laying down, a body laying in the street, you on your way to go play basketball with your homies and you see a dead body in the street, we don't go home. We like, wow. And then we still go to the park and play basketball. It's like, man, that's what it is. Any of those things. And then unfortunately, after so long, I wouldn't say you become desensitized, but you acclimate to those things. You acclimate. You start to be like, well, you know what? This is where I live. These are the possibilities, and these are things that you can see in any hood in America. Now, if you haven't been around that, you've been sheltered, you didn't grow up around that, and then somehow you see that or see something on in that vein, it might be harder to process. It might mess you up. But it never goes away because a lot of the stuff that I've seen, and I ain't talking like that's Houston was just a war zone but you see stuff. But the things that I've seen, yeah, I recall them vividly. I remember almost all of it like it was yesterday. So it does jump out. It does jump out. Kaba Praxis, appreciate the love, man. Man, you know what? I appreciate this comment too, Kaba Praxis, because one thing that I haven't discussed about my new album, shameless plug, I haven't really talked about my favorite songs on the album. And that song you mentioned, The Healer, that's one of my favorite songs on the album. And usually with the way it goes with me is that the songs that I like the most are the songs that nobody talks about. That's on a lot of my albums. It's like the songs that I really, really like, those be the songs that are, yeah. But that Healer song, it's one of my favorite songs, man. I love that song. Just the whole concept of the story and everything, man. So I appreciate you mentioning that song because nobody ever talked. The album just came out, but nobody really talks about that song. Yeah. Shanito, would I rank Pun in my top 10 New York MCs? New York MCs, Pun is in the top all time anywhere. Pun, since he's been gone so long, now he's underrated. Now he's out like kind of forgotten. They don't talk about Big Pun because time swallows people up after a while. Those years start to pass and new people start coming in, and an artist who was that far advanced like Pun was. Pun was advanced, bro. Pun was saying stuff in the 90s that just, and it's a lot of artists like that. He's one of those, he was saying stuff in the 90s that if it came out today, it would still be ahead for today. Now think about that. Big Pun was saying bars in the 90s that was so ahead of their time that if they came out today, they would still be ahead of their time. He was a sick, sick individual, man. Yeah. Dave and Jess Santiago, when, if, did you realize the Scottish Rite in the NOI Connect game? I don't know. You tell me. I have no knowledge of what you're talking about. Yeah. And yeah, I don't think I'm desensitized. I guess by definition, in a way, like I say, you just acclimate to it. I'm not desensitized. I have to correct you on that because you still feel it. Desensitized means that you just have no feeling. You have no sensitivity towards the circumstance. I'm not desensitized to the things that I've seen, you know, because it never gets old. There's never a time where I'm just like, another person got killed. You still feel it. It's just the fact that you like, okay, what can I do? I gotta live. When I say what can I do, I don't mean like in a hopeless manner, like there's nothing that can be done. It just means like if I was on my way to the grocery store, I still gotta go to the grocery store. See? We don't become desensitized unless we just, I don't know what has to happen in that situation. That's like living in a city, particularly the major cities, and every single day of your life, as you on your daily runs, you pass by home, you see homeless people. So there are people who become desensitized to that because it has now, homeless people have now become part of the actual the scenery. They're part of the backdrop as you riding around. They're like a building. They're like a tree. It's like, oh, that's a tree. No big deal. Oh, that's a homeless person. No big deal. Something should still tug at you every time you see a person laying down on a piece of cardboard under the freeway. Every time you see somebody digging in a trash can, looking for something to eat. Every time you see somebody standing out in the middle of the street, talking to themselves, just standing out, just not even there. But we see it so much in the hood that it can give the appearance that we're not sensitive to it. It's just that it's like an ant bed, the little ant piles that you see. If you kick an ant pile and all the ants come running out, that's a state of emergency in their world because their kingdom has been attacked. So you kick that ant bed and all those ants come scrambling out. They scrambling out. They ready for war. They ready to see what's going on and willing to give their life. Now in the process of that, if you the person who kicked the ant bed and you just decide, you know what, 3 ants over there, I'm gonna step on these 3 ants. There may be 20 other ants around those ants. They don't stop to attend to the 3 ants that got stepped on. They still working, doing whatever it is they got to do. They realize what's going on. So that's the best analogy I can give, I guess. Man, I appreciate that, Kevin Robinson Jr. Because you got to understand, and a lot of people been giving me uh, flack about the Long Short Way album. I love this album. Shout out to Big Pup. But that album is not even a year old. We dropped that album in December, so technically that's still like a new album. And if this was an industry album, if A Long Short Way was an industry album, it would be still considered a new project because it came out in December of last year. So you got January, February, March, April, May, June, July. The album's only 7 months old. So I appreciate you that you still jamming that album. A lot of people had a problem with that album because I know why. This is a concept album, bro. I didn't know it in the beginning. I didn't know it when I was making it. It just developed into that. This is a concept album. We talking about Black history. We talking about Black oppression. We talking about slavery. We talking about collective economics. We talking about governmental oppression and systemic racism. That's what we talk about. That's what that album is about for the most part. So if it wasn't for you, then it wasn't for you. I appreciate that, Kevin. Kaba, I appreciate the love again, man. What advice would you give a PhD student to get the most out of the experience? Well, basically, whatever it is that your PhD is in, if you have to make sure that you're going to actually be in that field. Do your best to work in that field. You know, the problem is a lot of times the things that we go after in college are only contributing to a system that's already in place. It's use your PhD to become a boss. Don't use your PhD to just be another worker. And if you do have to be a worker in the beginning, make sure you got a plan. That's just a stepping stone to your bosshood. That's the thing. Because there's a high percentage of people who don't end up working in the fields that they have their degrees from. They have PhDs, master degrees, all these different degrees in these different fields in these areas of expertise, and they working at Home Depot. They the manager at Home Depot or something. Or you coming out contributing those great talents to continue making some corporation rich, and you never get the opportunity to build your own. So just become a boss. Use whatever you get to become a boss. If college is your thing, use it. Take that education and become a boss. Yep. Hidden Agenda 2021. Much love. See what we got. The agenda ain't even hidden no more. It need to be open agenda now, revealed agenda. It's crazy, man. Hard time with Ronetta though. Yeah. Whew, Ronetta acted bad on that song. Let me see. What we got? Yeah, man, it's open topic. Y'all can ask me any questions y'all want. Anonymous, what do you think about Kendrick Lamar? Man, I think he's phenomenal, man. I think he's one of the few artists who was able to bust out into the mainstream, but still be on his consciousness. See, that's not easy to do because they suppress a lot of these conscious artists. So there's a way that you have to balance and make sure that you are not being totally, that you're not allowing them to totally transform you. Don't let them 180 you. So yeah, Kendrick, J. Cole, guys, they doing their thing, man. It's others too. Everybody always say Kendrick and J. Cole, but it's a lot of other ones that's doing their thing too, man. Do you think about turning the Wizard versus Sorcerer saga into an animated show movie? Man, yeah, that'd be dope. I need the resources to do that. I'd love for that to be a movie. If Harry Potter and the Lord of the Rings and all that stuff, why not? Why not? Smart Money 805. Thank you, Smart Money. Boss life, indeed. Boss life. We should all be striving to live a boss life. You should be striving to live a boss life. Because if you're not, you're just living a lost life. Give y'all a hot little two bars. Yeah. Kingsville, Texas. I'm coming on the 31st. That's near Corpus. Coach Harp in the building. Cypher Doug. Daniel Rogers. CR Stocks. Enoch Visions. I mess with Rick and Morty. Yeah. The Johnny Caputo. James Harper Deadpool. Man. If you've already ordered the album, I appreciate the love. If you haven't, go do so today. Go get it from all the digital platforms. Make sure that everybody on here that y'all support the project, and then tell somebody else to support it. Trey Taylor. I got it scheduled to interview Scarface tomorrow, but I guess we could say today. I'll be interviewing Scarface right here on my YouTube channel. So it'll be up. This time tomorrow, the Scarface interview will be up. Y'all know Scarface been dealing with some stuff. And him and Willie D just started a brand new podcast called Ghetto Boys Reloaded. And I watched the first episode and it was strong. They came out the gate swinging on the first episode, man. They had Jay Prince on there. And anytime you see Jay Prince talking, you should do this. You should do this. You should take notes. Because he speaks freestyle wisdom. His wisdom is not scripted or planned out. You ask him a question and freestyle wisdom just pours out of his head. So go check out the Ghetto Boys Reloaded podcast with Scarface and Willie D. And the first episode, like I said, got Jay Prince on there. But I will be interviewing Scarface, inshallah, later today. And I'm going to ask him about all that. Y'all got any questions y'all want me to ask Face? Y'all got any questions y'all want me to ask the legend, Mr. Yeah. Astro Hippie, you sent me a super chat. Hold on, let me find it. Because you're right, I missed it. See, this what I like. See, people gotta understand. Sometimes, man, you gotta let people know when they slipped up. Some people don't speak on it. It's like Astro Hippie say, "Hey, man, you missed my super chat." So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back and find it, and there it is. Appreciate the love, Astro Hippie ET. Thoughts on Twitch shutting down streamers for playing music. Also, thoughts on people playing your music in the background while gaming. Well, I didn't know that Twitch has shut down the streamers. So when you say playing music, you mean like you just said playing music in their background, just having music playing while they're gaming or streaming or what? And what are my thoughts on people playing my music in the background while gaming? I don't have a problem with it. because most likely. But yeah, answer me. What do you mean? You say shutting down streamers for playing music. You mean like if I'm riding in my car, do you know how people say, well, I don't own the rights to this music. You just jamming it on your own? Because I'm not the most internet savvy tech guy in the world. I just saw Hype comment. He said nobody likes my favorite songs either. Yeah, man. This is part 2 of the fan appreciation 713 day. Well, it's 714 day now in Houston. I know in Cali, it's still the 13th. Yeah. Okay, they get shut down. Oh, okay. So what is it? They're getting shut down for copyright purposes? Or the artists reaching out and saying, hey, man, this is copyright infringement? Or is Twitch saying, hey, man, we don't want to be liable for any copyright infringement, so we're not allowing this anymore? I wonder who's behind it. James Drake, appreciate that. Not sure if you spoke on this, but what do you think about Juneteenth becoming a federal holiday now? You're right, I hadn't spoke on it, but really, it's more of a pacifier. That's all it is. It's just any of these things that they try, any of these little bones that they try to throw black folks, they're just pacifiers to make it seem like, see, we care, we're doing something for y'all. But meanwhile, there are so many other things that they could be doing and laws that they could be passing, because police are still killing black folks. Nothing's been done about that. So you can make Juneteenth a federal holiday all you want, and we respect Juneteenth as black people, of course. We respect and not, because you got a lot of black people say, man, y'all dumb, y'all celebrating finding out that the slaves in the South were so-called freed late. Nah, man. We have to honor anything that our ancestors went through and persevered through, and we have to keep the attention on that. But on the same token, again, those bones and those little pacifiers are just that, when the oppression that black folks still suffer in this country still exists on astronomical levels. So that little bill being passed is just like, okay, now what? What y'all gonna do about these cops killing black folks? This whole systemic racism that's been going on. That passing that bill is not gonna fix that. Somebody was telling me, I saw one of the last live I did, somebody talking about that I was pro-vaccination and all that. I'm not taking that shot. Y'all crazy. Where'd he get that from? An artist named Chris Calico got copyrighted for playing his own music on Twitch. I hope they fixed that. Well, when you say he got copyrighted, I guess they tried to hit him with a copyright infringement claim. Maybe they didn't know that was his music or something, because that should be something that should easily be fixed. It's like, well, hold on, dude, this is my music. That would be like me playing my own music while I'm doing this live. And they say, hey, I'm like, nah, you can't do that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't put it past him though. Chase filling game, Cuba and Asada Shakur. What about Asada Shakur? Shout out to Queen Asada. Man. Shout out to Mr. Farrakhan. The minister told us don't take that shot. And he told us that COVID would mutate and change forms and never go away. So whether you believe it's real or fake, I have to go by what I see. When I hear my minister say and how I watch it come to pass every time he says something. Shout out to the OG Rapper K, man. We got to stop what we're doing right now, man. Y'all give my brother Rapper K the salute. We got SPC veterans in the building, man. I need peace signs, power fists, 100s, 1 millions, 1000s, whatever the case, whatever you got, emojis, man. One loves everything, man. SPC original in the building. Every time we got legends, SPC originals, whatever the case might be, we stop and we give them they props for being up in this piece with us, man. My brother Rapper K, man, one of the first SPC members. He was there when it wouldn't even no wires in the walls, with no electricity hooked up. He was there. The building was just a shell. No, matter of fact, it wasn't even no building. There y'all go. Somebody put musical notes, man. Shout out to my homie Rapper K. Look, he was there when it was just grass, some dirt. Now we got a full building. He one of the building blocks. Straight up, man. Look, Notorious say his hair was short when he entered the group. Go get the Danger Zone album cover. Go look at the Danger Zone. Those of y'all who've been rocking with me for a long time, pull up my album called Danger Zone. And you're going to see a dude with a Carolina blue jersey on talking to a female. That was Rapper K. And you right. He had a bald fade. He had a fade at the time. Now he got dreads going way down his back. So Notorious, you know. That's how long it's been. Toy Wood, I appreciate you putting people on your big brother. Yeah. That's what's up. Bless, man. Go get the album. If you haven't ordered the album, go to southparkcoalition.net. Get your CD. Some of y'all don't rock with CDs no more. But you can still order this CD. You know why? Because you can collect it. You can read the inserts. You can read the back and see who produced what. Really can't do that digital, man. You can put it up. You ain't got to open it. You can keep it sealed. See? For those of y'all who got the album, if you got the album or have heard it, you don't have to have it to have heard it because it's on YouTube. Tell me your favorite song on the album. I'm going to answer that question too, Jovan. That's a great question. That's why I say, man, this man 18 years old asking these deep, great questions like this. And yes, JB, I do sign my CDs. You just got to remind me. One of my homies hit me today and say, man, you ain't signed my CD. I say, cool, I got you. You just got to email me and remind me when you place your order. You got to say, man, I just placed the order for the album. Sign it for me. Name your favorite song on the album, man. Jovan, I'm going to answer your question once. I'm curious to know. Wow, all different answers so far. The first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 to 7 were totally different. See, that's people just have different tastes, different opinions, different things, different styles that they like. So some people like the lyrical stuff, some people like the storytelling stuff, some people like the heartfelt stuff, some people like the reality stuff, you know. So this is what it is, man. The reveal. See? What do you think about the gays and the Asians getting crime bills passed before blacks? We've been trying to get, well, that again, that's what I mean. We have to understand that they have no intention of giving us real justice. They have no intention of giving us reparations. They have no intentions of doing anything to, I don't want to say make up, but to compensate in some form for all of the atrocious behavior that they have carried out against black people. They have no intention, and they will show us blatantly like that. It's like, and it's no disrespect to the Asian community, but just in that context, it's okay. A few recent incidents of attacks against Asian people instantly gets them a bill when black people have centuries of it. And it's like, nope. Black people being killed by police left and right. Nope. No bill for you. So it just shows us what they really think about us. That's why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches separation. See? Jovan, let me answer your question. You say, how do you get good at doing multi-syllable rhymes? You have to read and learn words. You have to learn words and learn the definitions of words and learn how to use words in proper context where it all makes sense. And the process of multi-syllable rhyme schemes is simply the ability to rhyme possibly one long word with 3 smaller words, you know, and similar words that have similar sounds, and you put it all together. And in extreme cases, you can compact as many as you can into 1 bar or 2 bars, basically to where an entire sentence consists of these rhyming word connections. See? And I talk about that a lot in my book, Behind These Bars. So I got a copy of my book up here. Nah. But Jovan, you need to get a copy of my book. It's called Behind These Bars. And I ain't got no copy of my book nowhere around here. I would hold it up, but I don't know, I ain't got one. But go to the website, southparkcoalition.net, order the book, and that's all I talk about. Is how it's a teaching tool on how to write raps. Write, period. I break down all the multi-syllable songs that I do, a lot of the multi-syllable songs I do, and emphasize and let it stand out so you'll see how it's put together, and to visualize it and hear it. So you've heard them, but to see them, to read them, it gives you an understanding, and it'll give you a better understanding on how to lay them out yourself. It's a process. You got to think deep. See, it's a teaching tool. That book is a teaching tool. How do I not have a copy? I want to not. How do I not have a copy of my book, man? I always have a copy. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I wasn't all the way crazy. This is the book you need, Jovan. This is the book you need. Behind These Bars, the stories behind the lyrics. It's not just me talking about certain songs and why I wrote them. That's part of that. But again, the breakdown, the word structure, the the anatomical makeup of the rhyme, of the song, of the lyrics, of the bars. All that's in this book, man. You got to read this book. So go get it. D-Dub, yes, sir. Separation is the only solution, man. And the Asian people also, let me say this, the Asian people have also exhibited a form of unity that we don't exhibit like we should. They have economic power. They don't cry and beg every 4 years to some chosen candidate to please treat us right. What are you going to do for us? Please do this. They don't do that. You don't see them doing that. These cats chase the black vote every election. We got to get the black vote. Got to get the black vote. And every election we fall for it. Whether it's Democrats or Republicans, we fall for the same thing. Figuring out which master we want to serve. There's no respect in that. So until we respect ourselves, we can't expect them to respect us. They know they can not pass a bill for, see, and we looking for that. What are y'all going to do for us? No, what are we going to do for ourselves? See? Texan Life say jamming a new album right now at work. I appreciate that, Texan Life, man. Keep on rocking. Spread the word. Get the new album. Y'all support, man. Let's make this one big, man. Let's make this one go through the stratosphere. Let's go from this level to this level on this album. Go out and get it, man. Don't stop. If it's a song on this album that you feel somebody should hear, make sure they hear it. Then make sure they buy it, or you buy them a copy. Brother Kenya, accept your own. That's right. Cam, the West Coast legend, Cam. Yeah, man, I met Cam too. I love to do a track with him. A solid brother. Ty Smith says selection, not election. You are absolutely right. Who chooses the candidate? See, that's always a thing. This is open topic, so we can talk about that. That's always a thing. When it boils down to 5 or 6 on the Democrat side, however many on the Republican side, who chose them? Who selected them for us to select out of? Then it gets down to these two. Then out of these two, now we find ourselves arguing over who's the best one out of these two. They were placed in those spots for us. We didn't start at the ground level with them and this is our guy, this is our guy. They didn't become our guy till they were selected, put in that spot, put in front of us. Then we started kind of checking them out a little bit and said, okay, well, this is the guy we want to roll with. Yeah, no choice. Somebody say, man, we give away free food. Oh, man, free food. You get there, it's only hot dogs and pizza. You arguing over what's better out of hot dogs and pizza. But the smart man is in the corner going, I don't want hot dogs or pizza. Neither one is good for us. What I want to eat is not even on the table. See? Appreciate that, Texan Life. Tyrone Davis, Detroit in the building. Detroit. Detroit is one of the greatest hip-hop cities that don't get a lot of recognition for being one of the greatest hip-hop cities. D-Dub said facts. They have displayed separation. There's a Chinatown in every city. And that's economic might. You got to be telling the truth, brother. I almost said something else. But you are factual. In Houston, I don't know what city you in, but in Houston, you right, bro. Chinese got it sold up. They got their own street signs in Chinese. That's power. See? JD SPC2G in the building, man. Y'all go back and watch the interview I did with the SPC2G. 2G meaning second generation. Y'all to see my brother JD on there, man. Fort Worth in the building. My God, man. It's all good. The engineer, thank you, bro. The engineer just popped in. Bob Bobrowski. So I bet they all wear masks. Yeah, I wear my mask too. I never understood why people who don't are not mask advocates, why they be so upset at people who wear masks. It's like that's like the funniest thing to y'all. We got our mask on. If hey, just like I say, if everything is fake and we're being controlled and dumb and it doesn't really stop anything, then why should you worry about it? I'm not that. I've had this conversation before. I'm not that. I know I'm grown. See, that's what I mean to say when it comes to that. Nobody's forcing me to wear a mask, and I know I'm a grown man. So I don't look at it and I go, I gotta rebel. They're not gonna tell me what to do. The system is they're trying to control you. See, when they make you wear that mask, no, they're not making you do anything. My decision to wear a mask is not even based on the science of this world, to per se. I follow my minister. Mr. Farrakhan ain't been wrong yet. And something else is coming that we don't see. But he see it. Because Allah shows it to him. You can take that or leave it. All right. But you free to do whatever you want to do. Not my place to fight and wrestle with you and argue with you. You have the right to do whatever you want to do. All right. J-Do say no more ice cream and milk. Actually, I don't know if I should say this. Actually, I got some ice cream in there that's calling my name right now. Daniel Rogers, what artist influenced my rap style the most? The most. That's a good question because you put the most in there. If you'd have said what artist influenced my rap style, it'd have been several of them, but the most. Early on, man, that's hard to say. I don't know. I can't say the most. I don't think it's one that stands out that I could say this one was the one that I really, really, really patterned my style or built my style around. I had influences from different directions that just they all contributed to me until I evolved into my own, to where I don't sound like any of my influences. I don't sound like any of them. I don't rap like any of them. I love all of them to this day. I still love and respect them because not only did they help me, you know, become whatever I am, but they are pioneers. They helped the whole of hip hop, the whole of rap. So we owe them a great debt. See, and I see y'all are listening, y'all are listing a lot of my influences. Run DMC, Rakim, Cool G Rap, Dolomite. Those are all people who I listened to coming up that shaped me. But I can't pick one of those and say that they were more influential than the other one. They all were right there. KRS-One, Kane, they all was right there. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to Height again, man. Y'all, what's your YouTube channel, Height? I've watched your channel before, but what's the handle? What is it? Is it Height the Great? What y'all subscribe to Height's YouTube channel, man? Very insightful, bro. Kane said, Kane? Big Daddy Kane. What's my view on cannabis? Somebody asked me this at least once every video I do. Cannabis, again, is one of the most phenomenal, uh, iconic, what's the word I'm looking for? Man, what's that word? It's on the edge of my mind. Influential MCs ever, period. Transcendent, innovative, timeless. Too many words to describe that dude. Black Thought, same thing. Black Thought is, he got the right name. He got the right name, man. Black being original, thought just infinite. He's original infinity. Vinny Pad. Ooh, well, y'all naming some killers. Ooh-wee. Y'all are naming killers, man. Man. Killed my Uncle Obi. That song with the, man. Sorry to hear that, Toy. Yeah, man. Immortal Technique. That's the homie right there. JD, you gonna do a JD this weekend? Kane, I just talked about Big Pun. You got to go back on the video. You got to rewind. You'll hear everything I said about Big Pun. Big L. Man, whoo! We need to just say, man, listen, just start listing the coldest lyricists ever. Look, all of these magazines, all of these mainstream TV shows that come out and they list all these top rappers and all that, and it'd be a lot of mainstream artists who really are not qualified to be in that category. They should be in a different category. I ain't knocking them. I'm saying that some of the ones that they'll put in greatest lyricists of all time, and you'll see names in there that you'll be like, come on, man. It ain't no knock to the artist. It's just you don't belong there. You don't list, you don't put greatest NBA players of all time. You're not gonna put Bo Jackson in there. Greatest running backs of all time. Number 25, Steph Curry. You're not gonna do that. You have to break this thing down. If you want to say top 50 mainstream artists of all time, okay, then put them in top 50 trap rappers. Yeah, that's respect. Hey, that's a lane. That's a respectable lane. But you can't put in the top 50 trap rappers, you can't put Rakim in there. Just like you can't put one of the trap artists in the top 50 lyricists. So the people are more in tune to what the real top 50 is or what the real top 100 is when it comes to lyricists, because y'all know underground lyricists that the mainstream people don't even know. Them publications don't even know about. See? Look at this. Look. Y'all already doing Penny Pass, Cannabis. Who y'all got? Guru, Immortal Technique, Ghostface, Big L, Sibo. Sibo was DJ Screw's favorite rapper. Destiny Lab, Paris, Hazakim. See, I ain't never heard of some of these people. Jovan got Eminem, Apathy, Ty Smith, Big L, Cyrock. See? Female MC, Styles P, Jizza and RZA, J. Rue the Damager. See, that's what I'm saying? Brother J. Lupe. Bro, see, these be the real, this the real list. Tired of these old watered down lists that they come out with. What's my man name? Pharaoh Munch. Top 50 lyricists of all time. John Stockton. It's like, what? Man, we got the top. We're going to list the top 50 dancers of all time. Number 22, Denzel Washington. Look at this, Scarface, Styles P, Tretch. See, people don't talk about Tretch. Biggie. 8 Ball. How underrated is 8 Ball? Joel Ortiz. Prodigy. R.I.P. Cassidy. Come on, man. Come on, bro. BSG. I never heard of BSG. Who is BSG? See, it's people you don't even know. Ill Bill, Necro, Khalil, Gift of Gab. See, y'all naming people that the average person ain't gonna know who they are. But I bet you they dope. Denzel Porter. Y'all funny. Pharaoh is Street Military. Salute. South Park in the building. Rasulullah. Never heard of Rasulullah. Andre 3000. Looney Corleone. Mac Dre. R.A. the Reggae Man. Ooh. Come on, man. Chino. It's my homie. Common. E4. I mean, bro, it's so many. Locksmith. Bro. Locksmith. Self-titled. Mr. Lip. See, y'all, boy, now I understand. Now I understand. Now I get it. All of these people that's in this chat right now, now I finally understand. This why y'all rock with me. Y'all are lyricist connoisseurs. Y'all are experts on lyricism. I get it now. Wow. Wise intelligence from the old to the new. Dale the funky Homo sapien. Legend. Come on, man. Twister. See, y'all naming different types of lyricists. All different kinds. Oh, hold on. Time out. This man that said Jean Grey. But if y'all don't know who Jean Grey is so hard, man. This sister so hard, man. Don't get her props. G-Rap. When G-Rap strikes the mic. Ladybug from Diggable Planets. I used to love her voice. She had that British accent, but still had that smooth little voice. The engineer said I met Dale and he was down to earth. Yeah, super down to earth. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. Point blank. Got a shout out to my SPC brothers, Gangsta Nip, Klondike Cat, talking about lyricists, PSK, Dope E, you talk about lyricists, AC Chill, my brother, RIP, Chubb Rock. Go listen to Treat 'Em Right by Chubb Rock and see how lyrical he is. Bahamadia, another queen. Sean Price. Man, ooh, man, y'all, boy, y'all wrong for this, man. I'm trying to get off the live. I'm trying to end the stream, and y'all done crunk it up with all these lyricists, man. Akala, Low Key, UK, Grandmaster Cass, one of the originals. We wouldn't even be doing this if it wasn't for him. Got a shout out to Tila Rock, one of my OGs. That was a time, man, I lost touch with Tila Rock. I used to call Tila Rock. He used to call me. And I could get game from somebody that been doing it longer than me. It feels good as long as I've been doing it and people call me and get game from me. It feels good to be able to call somebody that's been in it longer than you, one of the pioneers that can give you some game. That's why I miss my OG Wicked Cricket. Show y'all. Hold on, I can't get to him. Hold on. Y'all see that man in that corner over there? That's my OG Wicked Cricket. I could hit him up and get some game from him. See? How about this rap game? MF Doom, RIP. Beanie, MC8. Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper checking in. Okay. I thought that was another rap. I'm hearing people that ain't sick jacking. And look, and don't get it twisted. It's a lot of mainstream cats that's super dope lyricists, all-time great lyricists. So I don't knock if somebody like people to put a mainstream artist up there as, hey man, look, some of them are the greatest of all time. I just pull for the underdog. That's just me. That's just my nature. That's just my nature, man. I roll with the ones who don't get heard and known, who are not known like that. That's who I roll with. Yellow Wolf, Crooked Eye, Logic, Gravedigger, Spice One. See? Cypher Doug dropping them females, man. Heather B. Heather B, when I first heard Heather B, she was on KRS-One's album I think on the Edutainment album. I was like, who is this? Crit. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man, Twisted Black. Bro. Man, I'm trying to get off the stream. Y'all keep dropping these lyrics. Boy, this is the real all-time list. Who we forgetting, man? Rage. Jadakiss. Boy, y'all wrong, man. Y'all wrong, man. Queen Mother Rage from the X-Clan crew. See, y'all can't miss me, man. Lex Bratcher. I wonder who that is. Paperboy. See? Woo-hoo, man. Y'all wrong, bro. Y'all wrong, man. Mia X. Yuck. Boy, Yuck Mouth so hard. Y'all don't understand how hard Yuck Mouth is, man. Cambada. Hex One. Jay-Z. Zero. Come on, man. Zero down. That's my brother. Papoose. Woo! First Papoose of the night. Man. Dude. Man, look. See, that's what I'm saying. They come up with a list of lyricists. I don't think you can do 50. Because all these people, man, Papoose, dude. If it's anybody in this chat that's like new, like young, and may not know some of these names, man, go listen to Papoose, bro. And then come back and holler at me. King's son. Keep the sneak. Come on, man. Bro, I'm missing people, man. Some of these people I never heard of, but some I have. Yeah, Papoose is ridiculous, man. Papoose wrong for that, man. My son. Man. Hey, South, you can crack a joke about MC Hammer. I love MC Hammer. I rock with Hammer. You know why I rock with Hammer? Because when Hammer first came out, he was doing, he just did what he did. Hammer say, man, I can dance like nobody have ever danced before, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna max it out. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna dance like, and he set the world on fire. Hammer was selling 10 million units, bro. I love Hammer. If you didn't stop what you was doing when Hammer came on TV back in them days, something was wrong with you. Because it didn't matter what I was doing. If Hammer come on, a Hammer video come on, or a performance come on, I'm finna stop and watch. Because he had his stuff together. I love Hammer. Straight up. Royce the 5'9", bro. Man, come on, man. Royce so hard. Oh my gosh, man. Y'all crazy, man. Royce is evil, man. Royce is evil. Man. Ooh, boy, y'all dropping some killers on here, man. Hussein Fatal. Boy, this the real list. Anybody want to come, any of y'all magazines and TV, y'all want to come and say, try to find out who the real top 50 to 100 lyricists of all time, y'all need to come on this live, go back and look at this live and pull this part up. This is how you get your real list. Boy, sleeping on Joe Budden. Yeah, Dollar Bill. Joe Budden is hard. People, oh, well, he's doing the podcast. He's doing Love and Hip. No. No. Joe Budden is hard. Horseshoe Gang. Young Noble. Method Man. Most Def. Man, come. Y'all wrong, man. Y'all wrong, bro. Y'all are wrong. Look at all these rappers. Beast 1333. Salute. That's my homie right there. We got songs together. Man. Pimp C. Ritz. I did a show with Ritz in Atlanta one time. Man. Q-Tip. Diabolic. Oh, man. Nick Grant. I never heard of Nick Grant. See, that's what I'm saying. Diesel Automatic. I quit. Diesel Automatic, man. I did a song with Diesel Automatic. Bro, y'all are naming it. I quit, bro. I quit. Busta Rhymes. See, again, Busta is one of the mainstream dudes that people would take for granted. Well, he been in the mainstream. No! He still a killer. Just listen to him. Some people don't fall off because they be in the mainstream. DNA, True Lyrics. That's my homie there. DNA. Shout out to my guy. DNA needs more recognition. That's my homie. One of the coldest. Don't matter if you ain't got a bunch of records out. If you the coldest, you the coldest. Period. Chameleonaire. Bun. Dallas, Texas. Mr. Pookie, Mr. Lucci. Come on, man. Bun, hold on. We got to talk about Bun for a minute. We're not finna just scroll past Bun. Bun is one of the greatest lyricists of all time, bro. When Bun get in his bag, when Bun reach down in his bag, when he really, if you piss him off, you gonna see. You will see how technical Bun B can get if he goes in his bag. If he get in one of the moods where he just like, I listen to certain songs and I could be wrong, but certain songs I hear from Bun B or songs he own, I'll be like, he was pissed off when he wrote that. He was in his bag when he wrote that one. Shout out to Bun B, man, my brother. Port Arthur, Texas. Yeah, man. Y'all tapping me. I'm trying to get off the live. Y'all won't let me get out. I ain't trying to be on here this long. Curtis Blow. Psychodrama. Yep. LL Cool J. Again, I'm going to say this again. LL Cool J is one of the original lyricists, man. And now, since so much time has passed, he's acting and doing all this stuff. People actually got the nerve to not even realize and mention and understand how he's one of the greatest lyricists ever. He the one who made up the term the GOAT. LL is the one who made up the term GOAT, greatest of all time. He had an album called GOAT. So you telling me the dude he named his album the GOAT for a reason, because he was the only artist that was relevant in the 80s, in the 90s, and in the 2000s. He was the GOAT. Nobody had transcended them decades like he had did, or he had done. I'm trying to speak better English. There's one name that I haven't seen on this list, though. Wonder if y'all can put it on there. When I see this name, I'm gone. There's one name, unless I missed it. There's one name that I haven't seen on this list that should have been showed up. Ooh, Daylight. Any of them battle rappers, man. Shout out to Hollow the Don. Go on my homie DJ Rec YouTube channel, and y'all look at the interview he did with me and Hollow the Don. It's still a lyricist that y'all have not mentioned. Nas, AZ, Talib Kweli. I'm just randomly. AZ, man. Fat Pack Hawk 3-2. See, people don't realize how lyrical Hawk was. See, them battle rap disaster. Willie D. People don't realize how intellectual Willie D's lyrics are. Insightful. Man, y'all, I'm done, man. I'm waiting to see this one name that y'all haven't mentioned yet. That is really a travesty that y'all haven't said this name yet. Stargate then messed around and said Killer Priest. Dude, Dude, I hate to talk about one song when I talk about a certain rapper, but if you never have heard Heavy Mental by Killer Priest, go listen to Heavy Mental by Killer Priest and make sure that you strap yourself down to something so you won't jump off a building after you listen to it. Razzcast, my homie. Woo-hoo. This the real list, bro. We got to pick 100 out of this list right here. This is the real list. Include battle rappers, include underground, mainstream, whatever. This is the real list. Killer Calion. Put Calion on the list. See, our list ain't got no ain't no politics in our list. It ain't no politics in this list. You ain't gotta be the sold a million records. You ain't gotta been on a major label. You don't have to been won a MTV award. You don't have ain't no politics in our list. It's one criteria, just being a murderous killer lyricist. That's it. I don't care if it's a dude in your neighborhood. Joel Santana, Mystical, in your own style. Old School, Cool Keith, Cracker Jack Joey, Killer Mike, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Killer Mike, Rhapsody. Shout out to the females. See, look, they make these lists, and they, in my opinion, they throw token names of female. They throw certain female names on the list as token just to have female representation, but not necessarily females who truly deserve to be on the list, like a Jean Grey, Snow the Product. Good looking out, JJ. MC Light, get man. We need 100. We ain't trying to put them in no order. We ain't got time to be putting them in order. We just need the 100. This the real top 100. It can't be 50. It's too many to be 50. I'm going to change the title of this video to the top 100 lyricists of all time. Rod Digger. See, it's going to be some real females on this list. It's not going to be no mainstream concoctions. No disrespect. Roxanne Shunt. Remy. I had to walk off for a second. Roxanne Shante and Remy Ma. Y'all just dropped Roxanne Shante and Remy Ma. See, hold on. This the real 100. It's going to be a whole lot of female lyricists on this one. I might have missed a few when I got up and walked off. Twister. Fat Joe is underrated as a lyricist too. I still ain't seen that name. I still ain't seen that name. Still ain't seen that name yet. I had to go backwards to make sure. Grand Poobah Hobson. Man, who gonna pull 100 off this list, bro? I can't do it. I wouldn't have time to just go dig out. It's 100 on here. It's 100 on here. We just created the real top 100 of all time. Y'all hit the like button if you haven't, man. Let me get over 100 likes. If y'all ain't hit that like button, put me over 100 real quick. We at 98 on my end. There we go. Hit that like button. Tupac. See, this is the tricky part. Some rappers are actually in two categories or more. Some rappers are actually in the lyrical category and in just, the regular rap, the mainstream rap. Hold on, I just saw one that Master Ace. Okay, finally, somebody put the name that I ain't seen. How did it take this long for somebody to say Kumo D? How did it take this long? I couldn't end this till Kumo D name showed up on this list. Kumo D is one of the original lyricists. He's one, Jovan, if you're still on. You talking about one of the original multi-syllable architects in lyricism. That's Kumo D. Kumo D was doing that in the early 80s. Him and Rakim. Kumo D before Rakim. Kumo D was doing multi-syllable bars in the early 80s. He might have been the first to ever do that. I gotta really dig and think back. I gotta think back. Go listen. Look, Jovan, if you're still on, Jovan, because I know you 18, so we gotta bring up our young soldiers and educate them. You gotta learn this through history. Kane just shut the game down. He put DOC on there. That's beautiful. Kane just put DOC. See, bro, this the real top 100. Go listen to a song by Kumo D called I Go to Work. Matter of fact, everybody on here need to go listen to that song. Shout out to Master Ace. I opened up for Master Ace when I was in the UK. I did a little short UK stint and opened up for Master Ace, and I thank him for allowing me to do that, because I was the only one that opened up. Go listen to a song by Kumo D called I Go to Work. Go listen to a song called by Kumo D called Turn It Up. I need somebody to volunteer to go through this list and pull 100 names. Matter of fact, pull all the names, and we got to break it down. We got to whittle it down to 100. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do it. R.I.P. to Fight Dog, Lord Finesse, Heavy D, Cool G Rap, man. And I quit. I'm gone.